BBC One can I swear blood clot. Reload them up so you mean blood clot. Who take check me not take blood clot. Send for the dog walk or dog park. Just like gigs them a walking out the park. But them a tear off your wig proper. Beer shot a beat and a Z papa. High sleep big you 6 deeper. Meet my guys them a grim reaper. Walk round the streets with the heat seeker. Say you a bad man, don't believe ya. Don't get me right, don't get me eager. Put you in the water, don't with beaver.
What you are about to see is someone who professes that they do not interrupt people. Stand by.
Go ahead, TY. What? This TY is a Tyson Fury supporter, but he likes boxing. But he's Tyson Fury before King of Kings and anybody else goes. We need artillery.
She tripping. I ain't no. I'm a boxing fan.
No, you are Tyson Fury, but I mean, like across the board, who our favorite heavyweights are?
Yeah, talking about heavyweights.
You're Tyson Fury, I'm AJ and Bud, but if we're doing heavyweights, AJ and King of King, and I think Sports Heaven is your favorite heavyweight, Wilder.
No, I mean I just think he's a good heavyweight. I don't really have a favorite heavyweight right now.
Okay. So King of King's favorite heavyweight is Wild. So that's what I'm saying. So it's all sprinkled before I get.
I was just gonna get on this little old bum conversation real quick. I mean, like you said, lady, shit, how many times for 18 months? And I'm one of them. I'm in the top 3 on this motherfucking YouTube. I desecrated this man. And I'm gonna tell you why I desecrate this man. First of all, he make the South look bad, first of all. You know, any man that can't accept defeat ain't no champion, bro. Seems like it's in life. I'm gonna start with them little basics because boxing run with life too. A lot of people don't talk about it. It run together, man. You know what I'm saying? When you sit here, if let me just say this: if Tyson Fury would have lost that last fight, do you know how many Wilder fans would have got on here and the whole narrative would have been Tyson Fury cheated in the second fight? We wouldn't have been able to clean that shit up. You know why we wouldn't have been able to clean that shit up? Because that would have somehow worked with their narrative. You know what I'm saying? So Tyson had to beat this guy another time the way he did it. Like I always say, God don't like ugly. My dog bit me. My costume was motherfucking too heavy. My motherfucking trainer spiked me. The motherfucking dog bit me before the fight. I couldn't move my legs. I mean, you just use excuse. They poison my water. Like, who believes this type of shit? So if I tell you the sun is purple outside, you gonna believe that shit too. The guy ain't fought no. What has he got? 43 fights, 42 fights, and every time you can get on any one of these panels and ask what his best win is, and majority of people are gonna go with Luis Ortiz. I still got to go with it. I'm going to tell you why. If you add up, and they've had a breakdown on this YouTube, if you go down and look at all the people he fought, all them motherfucking bartenders, all them taxi cab drivers, all them motherfucking McDonald's managers, when you go down the list, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how many losses they got combined together? I know. You can go do the math because I was talking about this guy. But man, let me tell you something. LadyChann got a better jab than him. I got a better jab than him in the street. A lot of people on this panel got a better jab than him. He can't fight off the back foot. You know what I'm saying? You know why people can put him as a top heavyweight? I'm gonna tell you why. Like Bo said, he's dangerous for anybody. Not because of his skills, because that motherfucker got cranium in his motherfucking hand. That's why he's dangerous. It ain't the skill set. Because we can name a whole bunch of heavyweights that got better skills than him. I can keep continuing. You know, I'm just waiting just for some Deontay Wilder ignorant responses so I can just go nuts.
I'll jump in from that.
I just don't do that.
He spoke for 3 minutes. Nobody interrupted him.
Defeat? You can't accept your L's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
King, go ahead, King of King.
To the brother that was just talking, and let me say my piece while she interrupted me. So let's just because some of the comments you say, like I said, it's clearly past boxing. So let's just deal with
Yeah,
that immediately.
yeah.
So the first, wait, hold on, let me finish,
I
bro.
don't interrupt. Let him
Let me
just
finish.
speak.
So
Yeah.
first step of him embarrassing the South because a person can't admit that he lost in a place where I drive down the street and see fools with Confederate flags. You got to do better, brother. You got to do better.
Yeah.
So straight up, no, wait, hold on. So straight up. So let's just keep it real. He is because without evidence, it's a false accusation. Wilder falsely accused Tyson Fury or somebody of drugging him in the second fight. His reward for that was getting knocked out in the third fight. I'm not no idiot. I'm not no clown. Fury is the best heavyweight. He beat this man twice and pulled the draw.
3 times. Really.
Delusional. I'm not delusional. Hey, look, man. Once again, I deal with facts, and in the record books, the first fight's a draw. So it is what
That's
it is.
not facts though. That's 3
Yeah,
referees.
wait, hold on. How is that not a fact? When if you look in the record books, it's a draw.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a draw,
hold
man.
on.
It's
You're
a draw.
right. I'm gonna
That's
let
the,
you talk.
hey. No, you didn't. You
It's
did.
a,
You started
it's a
interrupting
fact. It's a
immediately,
fact
bro. Won't
because
you
3
relax?
referees said that. You're right.
Hey, like I
It's a
said,
fact.
in
But
the
we know he
record
got
books,
beat. We know he
2
got beat.
losses and a draw.
T.Y. When he
How
makes
the fuck you
come
win
on,
2
man.
rounds that you got a
That's a
knockdown
fact.
in
That's
and
great.
lose
If you
9, 10
don't know
rounds
what
and
the
you
term
got a
fact is,
draw?
it's very difficult to have a
Man, that man
conversation.
lost 9, 10 rounds out of
You
12.
don't know
Man,
what the conversation.
King of
Like I
Kings.
said, if you don't know what the
Let me
word
just
means,
deal with
it's
it.
very difficult.
Yeah, I know. I'm with it. Ty, you're gonna have to keep your mic muted. He didn't interrupt you at all. Yeah, let him speak. He doesn't need you to ad lib. Just let him speak, and then anybody can chime in after. You got to give the guy that respect. Let him speak like how he let you speak. Go ahead. Sorry about that, King of Kings.
It's no problem. I appreciate it, Mr. So, like I said, I'm not delusional. When I say favorite, that could be, I like that he knocks dudes out. Maybe I like his fighting style. That doesn't mean that I think he's the best fighter in the heavyweight division.
Stop saving these hoes.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Look, see what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna be a child, grow up, bro. Let me finish my piece, man. I ain't saying nothing disrespectful to you.
I'm a grown man.
I know. So, know your turn. Okay, I'll let you talk. I'll let you finish whatever. So, like I said, so I'm not delusional. So don't get it twisted that I'm not aware of the fact that I had to sit there and eat crow on people's show and realize like I picked Wilder in the third fight and he got smashed. It is what it is. Like that's how boxing is. That's the funny part. Look, I remember watching Roy Jones get knocked out. I was like, damn, like that's how boxing is. That's part of the game. So like I said, so I'm not gonna shit on other fighters to make somebody look better. Tyson Fury is the best. Usyk, hopefully we get that fight. I don't know if Usyk can beat it time. But so I mean that's a straight up, man. So like it's not nothing personal. At the end of the day, you can feel that way. You can feel like he made excuses or he did all this stuff, but in the end of the day, got dealt with in the ring. He got beat. So I mean, it doesn't really matter what he said or what he did. If you personally don't like him, that's cool, that's great. But why do we have to be so like? I don't understand the venom. I don't even really know the dude. I just watch him on TV. So it's just like I don't really know Tyson Fury. I just watch him on TV. So I'm not gonna say nothing derogatory about him personally or how I feel about him. At the end of the day, he's undefeated. So I got to give him them props. So like I said, at the end of the day, I'm about the boxing game. I feel like we miss out on fights because we get into these little somatic things. And we got, the good thing about boxing is we can find out in the ring who's the best because they can fight each other. And that's just the end of the story. But right now, like I said, Wilder coming back is, I don't even know how to feel about that. Like I say, he coming off 2 knockout losses. I mean, like significantly lost, 2 knockout losses. So that's who he is. With a guy that can knock out anybody. He got a heavy punch, except for one dude that clearly gets up each time he knocks him down. So it's nothing personal, bro. You just I just understand the venom, man. If you love boxing, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. That's it. That's just the game.
Go ahead, Ty. See, there you go. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. He's saying I like his point of view with what he said, right now. But see the people that needed to be told this, you know what I'm saying, are the Wildettes, man, are the Wilder fans. You sometimes you gonna lose, you know what I'm saying, you gonna win, and they just can't accept the loss. You know what I'm saying? Coming from who he took a loss to. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how. And then the third fight, you can't even shake the man motherfucking hand. Like you just like, bro, you know, it's like Suge Knight said. What he say? What he say to me? He said, some people are born males, but they're not men. You dig what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and to me, that's not a man, man, and that's why I can't respect him. I can't, because if he would have won that fight, it would have made it look like, you know, the whole delusion would have made it look like Tyson Fury cheated. That's why everybody knew he had to win this one again, because they would have desecrated him. All these motherfuckers would have made it. Well, that fight didn't even count either. And as far as the first fight, yeah, the facts is right. You're right. The facts is, you know, that's what's the disgusting part of boxing. The facts is that 3 judges called it a draw. But of course, you're supposed to call it a draw too, because you got to have the second one. Let's be real. There's only one thing that revolves around this world, and that's money. You know what I'm saying? And but if you wanna be real with yourself, and you want to sit here and tell me that Wilder won enough rounds to deserve a draw, first knockdown, really, if you want to be particular, was in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be realistic, when a lot of them Wilder fans kind of bring that and always talking about Tyson Fury dirty and this and that, we'll talk about the first knockdown in the first fight. But to me, the first fight was a straight boxing lesson. Fury just fucked it and got caught. That's what happens with Wilder. You get caught. But don't sit here and tell me that 2 knockdowns deserve the draw, because I don't know hardly too many people that gave that motherfucker more than motherfucking the 2 rounds that he got the knockdowns in.
I
What
heard.
other rounds
Hang
what
on.
other rounds did he win?
Okay, so let me just interject. It's funny enough because you saying that this is the maddest thing, and people always say, "Oh, she's biased for AJ. Oh, she."
Here he spoke for 5 minutes. Little interruption. A total of approximately 9 minutes of talking with minimal interruption. Kings of Kings boxing attempts to speak. As you heard, a total of 9 interruptions.
So, oh, she's biased for AJ. Oh, she hates Wilder that much. I actually did I do point scores and I do rewatches of controversial fights and that. When I first watched the Wilder Fury fight, I had just off the eye test, I was like, Wilder's won about 4 rounds, maybe 3 rounds, and then I actually rewatched and point scored. Lisa was on the panel as that, and I absolutely keep it a buck. I had Wilder winning 115 to 113.
Thank you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did a repoint score on it. Yeah.
Hold up. You had
Yeah, that was
Wilder
a good
winning
show. That was a good show. I
115,
watched that.
113.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
The first fight.
The
First
sister
fight.
said the sister said what she said, and I respect that. And that's what boxing's about. One thing is people get that's one thing that bothers me about the boxing is people get to the
Oh my
point they start
Lord.
calling people's names, they start talking about people's manhood, and they start doing all of this other stuff, and they get completely off of the bottom line. Now, if you feel that Fury won the first fight, that's fair, because I watched the fight 4 or 5 times. First time I watched it, like the Queen said, you looking at it, you like, well, shit, Fury was like he was getting off. But if you really analyze that fight and watch that fight, Fury wasn't doing nothing, because Fury had a lot of respect for that power, which explains why he gained all that weight for the second fight. I say that to say Fury's a bad motherfucker, because he made his adjustments. He said, you know what? I'm about to gain some weight, and I'm just going to walk this dude down because he can't outbox me for real. And that changed the whole game. But and that's what, and that's why I love coming to the show. That's keeping it all the way 100. We can't just say he won the first fight. That's not a fact. That's an opinion. The fact, according to the history book, like the brother said, it was a draw, and rather it was a draw, it still was a close fight. So if it's a close fight, any person could have won that fight. So we can't just make our own history and say.
Let me interview. Let me say something on your part to piggyback off what you said. We can't say. Yeah, you know why we can't say it's a fact? Because, like I said before, that's the disgusting thing about boxing. We can't say it's a fact when you got through when you gonna have judges that get it wrong.
What
Exactly.
did LadyChann? Hold on, whoa, you can't say they got it wrong because they get paid to do it. LadyChann just said,
Oh,
hey,
come on, man.
Hold on, let
So,
me know.
okay, hold up.
Let me,
I wasn't done. Hold up. I'll let you talk. Hold up.
Press mute, my brother.
Okay, of course you're gonna say, okay, but we don't know if people are really being real with themselves, because of course a lot of people that they're gonna say that on every fight. They're gonna pick this fight. They're gonna pick this fighter, even though that this is their fighter. But they're not going to tell the truth because they love the fighter so much. So everybody's ideas is going to be different, though, bro, because they're not going to tell the truth. No, I ain't done, bro. Let me finish. Let me get off. They're not going to tell the truth based on without emotions. When you look at it and you look at the skill set and what happened in that fight. Because anybody that sit there and called that fight 115, 113, you need your eyes checked, man.
Well, hold on, brother. Hold on now.
Hold on. But you said Fury wasn't doing that.
Hold on, let me. Okay,
what was Wilder doing? Stop over talking me, because I can do this all day. What was Wilder over? What was Wilder doing? Tell me that.
No, I'm not going to answer your question. I'm gonna let you finish talking, and I'm gonna say what I'm saying.
You already interrupted me like most of y'all.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna
talk, bro.
You done, or should I press mute?
Nah, go ahead.
No, all I was saying, brother, is at the end of the day is when you say that anybody that judged it, multiple people felt that it could have went either way. A lot of people felt like, you know what, the fight was close and Fury got dropped twice. I'm 43 years old, cuz at the end of the day, I come from a place that if a motherfucker get dropped twice in a fight and it's a close fight, I'll be hard pressed to see the motherfucker champion lose the belt when he done dropped the cat twice.
Well, I guess we both 43. Shit.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. So
I'm 43 too. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm watching. No, all I'm saying is I know what I'm watching, man. And you can't sit here. You can't sit here and give this man no more than motherfucking 2-3 rounds.
Well, I just did
rounds in that fight. Fury outboxed him. That was a beautiful boxing scene.
Well, hold on.
Fury outboxed him, bro.
No. When Bivol beat Canelo, that was a beautiful boxing ass whipping. I can't say that Fury.
How many rounds did you give Canelo? How many rounds did you give Canelo?
I might have gave Canelo 2 rounds in that fight.
All right, I agree with you.
All right, so I'm not biased. I'm not biased, but what I'm saying is, because I said I'll tell you in a minute. I think Joyce knocks Wilder out. So I'm not biased. I'm just simply saying, in my opinion, is that you can't tell somebody when it's a close fight. It's a close fight. So to say that you crazy, you blind, all this, that first fight. Now in the second fight, Fury, he closed the door. In the third fight, he closed the door. But when you going back to back and then it's a close fight in the last round, you get dropped in the last round when it counts. And the fight is close, you can't be knocked. You can't be taking shots at people and getting emotional and disrespecting people because they don't agree with you.
Right.
I'm not disrespecting. Who's disrespecting?
You can't say that I need my eyes checked. I I don't rock with Fury. I don't rock with Wilder. I just looked at it as objective, and
that's my opinion. I feel like I would say that to anybody. I ain't shooting as I don't know what you're watching. I honestly don't. How over 2 knockdowns? What beside that? What rounds were you giving this man? I've seen that fight literally at least 10, 11, 12 times. I just love boxing. I watch fights over and over because I used to hear the Wilder fans on the first fight say something, and I would just keep watching it over and over. And I'm not watching it with biased eyes because I never had nothing against Wilder until he came out with this bitch ass. I really like some of the knowledge he used to, you know what I'm saying, that he used to give. That he used to that some of the stuff that he says. Wilder really says a lot of stuff.
We got a call. Sorry, 1 sec.
Wilder really said a lot of stuff.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
You're right, Queen LadyChann. It's Ben Adams again from the UK.
Adams in the building. What up, Dale?
Hey, I just want to say first thing, you're absolutely gorgeous always, and I'm feeling better as well.
Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say I've never agreed with the guy at the bottom here, but I do agree with what he's saying about the first Tyson Fury fight. Yeah, anyone that thinks that was a draw, I don't know what they were watching. Fury clearly won that fight.
I had
exactly.
Yeah, I had Deontay Wilder winning that fight. 115 to 130.
I just want to know how he won that fight.
You need Fury.
No, I had Deontay Wilder winning.
Somebody tell me how y'all had him win that fight, man.
Wilder didn't win that fight. Wilder didn't win that
That's a
fight.
matter of opinion.
That was a draw.
No, I'm not going on a matter of opinion. I'm matter going on facts. What happened in the ring? Fuck the referees. What kind of boxing were you? Where was Tyson Fury losing at these rounds? Besides, where did you get it? I'm asking y'all. Y'all not saying nothing.
Stop shouting.
You overtalk everybody.
Yeah.
So how can
I agree with you?
Y'all wanna here? Y'all go playing this old snake.
You just keep talking. Look, like right now, you continue to talk. So
say, caller, you got it, bro. I'll see what they do.
There's no way Wilder won that fight.
I had I had Fury winning it at first too, but then when I looked at it again, I saw some different stuff. So, because neither one of them were really throwing a lot of punches.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
No, I got to disagree on that one, yeah. But the guy at the
They
bottom,
wasn't.
yeah, obviously I agree with him.
Where did
There's
he
no
go?
way Wilder.
Because nobody has the same opinion as him, he rants for a further 3 minutes. Caller calls, gets upset, mumbles profanities and leaves the panel. So there you have it, guys. Some people just don't know how to read the room and are totally unaware of their bad, self-centered behavior, unfortunately. But thank you for watching this video. Receipts trump bullshit.
Retards. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann, rap nonetheless. Tyson, for you got another 5 minutes of fame added onto you. Come box with Chan. Gyan. Sheep can call you baba. You a black sheep can call you baba. You a black sheep can call you baba. He take a neck, protect your neck. 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 You a black sheep can call you baba. 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 You a black sheep can call you. You learn this LadyChann. Red Nonetheless. Yeah. Decibel. Stevie.